Now we want to have some rules that we can use for graphing a quadratic inequality. And you're going to probably remember this from the previous chapter or chapters when we graphed linear inequalities. Let's start here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to sketch a graph of this that corresponds to the inequality. So really what's going to happen here, you don't have to write this, but it might look something like this, or it might look something like this. What we're going to do is use the equation way of doing it to graph it, because that makes a little more sense to us. It's something that we know right now. So our first thing we're going to do after we sketch that graph, then we're going to sketch a dashed parabola. If we ever see something like inequality, like greater than or less than, to show that the points on the parabola are not solutions. And that's very similar to what we did with the linear inequalities. But the next thing we have to do is we have to sketch a solid parabola, like we've been doing solid parabolas, if we ever see the other signs. So if we ever see a, let's go over here, if we ever see a greater than or less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, and I need to just sketch something here real quick. So if we ever see less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, we're going to show that the points in the parabola, basically what this is saying is that the points on the parabola are solutions. So we can write that right there, that they are solutions. Now here's what happens. The parabola, after we do this dashed and solid thing and figure out where it belongs, the parabola is going to be separating this thing into two regions like we did before, except this is not lines. We're going to test a point. You might want to think about how we do that. We're going to test a point that is not on the parabola to determine which side is going to be the solutions. So if the test point is a solution, you might be able to guess this now. We're going to shade the region. And if that test point you use is not part of the solution, then we shade the other region.